think the cloud has basically accelerated Zoom's revenues by 7 years. So in other words, what I mean by that is that if you look at Zoom, they were growing like this. Cloud happens and they're growing up.
I guess that kind of not big change, but it changed. So I think, do you think there are any changes to the investment topic?
So what's happened is in the first month or two of the shutdown, there was a lot of fear, and so people pulled back. I mean, people talked about like this equivalent of the Sequoia memo going out and so forth, and there was pause. However, about a month or so afterwards, just like as the stock market's been going up, people saw that many of these businesses, their businesses are actually accelerating. In other words, COVID is not slowing their business, they're accelerating their business. Like we have a company, TalkDesk, which is a call center in the cloud, and with COVID, their business caused them to grow even faster. And so companies, whether Zoom, TalkDesk, others, are accelerating, and what that's caused is all this money out there to then start investing in these companies. And as a result, that's led to like the Snowflake IPO, the appreciation of the tech companies. It's basically people are paying for growth. If you can show growth in COVID, then your multiple's gone up. If you can't, then it's gone down. It's a simple test right now is because of COVID, has your growth increased or slowed?
Yeah. And also, the Sand Hill Road VCs, their investment trend has changed, do you think?
It's gone through the same, first month or two there was fear, but now it's sort of back to sort of the pre-COVID world of let's look for growth.
All right.
So that has not changed. Investment themes always change. It's every few years there's a new investment theme, a new major driver. But right now there is one fundamental tidal wave which is sort of hitting everything, which is the adoption of the cloud. And so that to me, in my mind, is the biggest underlying change that's happening in the tech world right now. But I believe that cloud and SaaS is like 10 to 100 times bigger than the sharing economy.
Exactly.
There's really no comparison. Sharing economy, yes, there's Airbnb and Uber, which are very successful companies. But when it comes to the cloud and SaaS, you have companies like Microsoft transforming its whole business to cloud and SaaS. You have Oracle transforming its whole business to cloud and SaaS. Adobe, the same thing. So you have trillion-dollar companies going through this transformation. Right, so I see cloud as something much bigger than, let's say, the sharing economy or other things. Sharing was big, but Airbnb and Uber combined is maybe 100 to 200 billion. But you have in the cloud, you have Salesforce, you have now Snowflake, but you have Microsoft, Amazon, Google, which are trillion-dollar companies. And so cloud is just changing the entire compute platform because cloud was really built for the B2C companies like Amazon and Google, where you need to provide scale and innovation. Those were the two main goals, to make it so you can serve a lot of users and give them what they want very quickly. And now we're taking that technology and applying it to B2B, and then we added the SaaS business model, which is simply just pay as you go, really. So instead of paying for a lot of software you don't use, you pay monthly or annually, so the number of seats, the amount of software that you need. So it all of a sudden has become a much more user-friendly approach in terms of the business model, in terms of innovation, and in terms of scale and cost. I think that the theory itself hasn't changed. However, the way that you get signals to find product market fit and go to market fit have changed. In particular, one of the best ways to identify product market fit is go and be with the customer and just watch what the customer is doing and talk with the customer. The same for doing go-to-market fit. You can spend time over dinners, other meals with customers, and so that kind of in-person interaction obviously can't happen in the COVID world, right? So what you lose is the ability to get these in-person signals. And what's important is you still need data to get product market fit and to get go-to-market fit. And so it's more important now to find these non-in-person skills, feedback, signals. Right, so it's about how to get more signals without talking to the customer. So product-based signals, and also the whole idea of product-led go-to-market, which means, how to sell without having any salespeople. Right, so this whole idea of product-led go-to-market, I think is actually something that could be very helpful for Korean founders. It is, how do you sell a product without, if you have no salespeople? And engineering products are doing it very well. I mean, Atlassian is doing it, Datadog and others and so forth. So the whole idea is you need to make customers aware of you through marketing. So a lot of times thought leadership is the best way. And then you provide a very simple, easy to use product that they can try for free to solve the problem. And then you need to find a way to then get them to upgrade. The best example of product-led growth is actually a free-to-play game. So Korea has done so well in these free-to-play games is to apply that methodology, mindset, to SaaS companies. That's what product-led growth is. Right, but this is where I think, in my mind, Korean B2B people need to rethink their go-to-market. Korean B2B go-to-market is so much based on relationships. It's based on who do you know, can we play golf together, can we have drinks together? So if you think in terms of relationships, yes, COVID has really shut that down. However, the way that you should go to market, as I said, is product-led go-to-market, which is like a mobile game, free-to-play mobile game strategy, and that requires no in-person visits.
Yeah.
So if Koreans thought more B2C than traditional B2B for their B2B business, they will do better. That's what Americans, Europeans, and Israelis are doing. So let me split that up into, for government officials and large companies first, is that the world competition is changing in two ways. One is geopolitical, so we have US and China splitting into two worlds. And it may be hard to compete in both worlds because it's either A or B, that is one, geopolitically. The other thing is that with the cloud, what's happening is we're doing what people talk about is we're becoming a data economy. And so is how can you be a data company in the new data economy in order to compete against others? So you need the cloud to really leverage the data. And without that, it'll be hard for the companies to survive. So I think it's really important is how to become a data company in the new data economy by leveraging the cloud. So that's one, just to survive. For startup entrepreneurs, I think this is a great opportunity because COVID is like a leveling field, which removes the advantage that locals had to just go and meet in person. So think of it as a big opportunity to enter the US market. And the other advice I have is I've come to believe that Korean content and culture is very strong. You know, look at the success of K-pop, you know, of movies now with Parasite and others, is that Korean culture and content is extremely powerful in the global market. And so I think if you just take that and then communicate it broader, that shows that Koreans can succeed globally.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for interview with us.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Especially thank you for having this nice house.
Thank you.